Russian kickboxer.
This guy's impressive. I'll tell you, just a physical specimen that we will hear from in just a moment.
My name is Igor Vovchanchin. I am a Russian absolute champion fighter.
Paul Varlin's left there, but we've had a change here. Explain the change for us as Igor Vovchanchin comes out to the octagon.
Yeah, Patrick Smith did break his hand. He will be unable to continue. But the guy replacing him is a very similar style to Patrick Smith. He's a great style. All we know about him is they call him the Black Devil. He's a Thai fighter. He's a great striker. He's got good ground skills. Very versatile fighter.
Smith, a fighter that went through his first fight very well and couldn't come back. Pat, what happened?
I broke my hand. I broke my hand 7 times, but I broke it in this spot right here because, as you can see, I got a knuckle here. There's no knuckle here. So I'm going to let it heal up and try to practice my jiu-jitsu some more and come back.
Okay, that's the reason Pat Smith's not fighting again tonight. Here is the change in the lineup. Tell us about the Black Devil, Greg, the winner of our alternate bout.
He's a great striker. He's a Thai fighter. He's very experienced in Vale Tudo. He fought an alternate fight earlier to be able to qualify to come into this match.
That's right, and as you know, Federico Lopenda always has great fighters in the wings in case a fighter cannot continue, and this gentleman is a great fighter.
Yeah, Vovchanchin really's got his hands full with this guy. You can see the confidence in him, though. He's very calm. He's always very patient. He's got a good sweat going already. Again, this should be a very good stand-up fight. Neither one of these guys too experienced on the ground. I expect a lot of punching, a lot of kicking. When it goes to the ground, it's anybody's game.
All right, it'll be very interesting. I know Nick Nutter is really pulling for Vovchanchin to win this. He wants to face him in the worst way. He's been dreaming about him for months now after that tough loss to him in their other previous fight. So we shall see if the Russian can pull it off. Obviously the heavy favorite here, fighting the alternate. And interesting, I don't know if he knows much about this alternate, the Black Devil.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Nutter's been telling us that he wants Vovchanchin, but again, I don't know if he really does. This is a guy that you just can't hurt. And although he's been able to control everybody here tonight, yeah, it'd be interesting to see either one of these fighters because it will be total striker against total ground fighter in the finals tonight.
All right, both pretty big gentlemen as far as physicality, both thick gentlemen, and certainly the Russian, Igor Vovchanchin, is a little bit bigger than the Black Devil, and we'll see what happens.
A little bit heavier. I don't know if he's a little bit bigger. The Devil's a little bit taller, Vovchanchin a little bit heavier, and probably the bigger hitter, but we'll see.
All right, our final semifinal bout here. We'll see the winner here will go on to the championship against Nick Nutter, as this one is just getting underway.
The Devil coming right at Vovchanchin. He's been the one doing the action thus far with a nice jab and a nice leg kick.
You said Muay Thai fighter, and boy, the Thai fighter he is as he comes around using those legs effectively early on.
Yeah, you'll see Vovchanchin, though, he kind of paws out with that left hand. That's his big technique. He just kind of paws you, draws you in, and a big right hand by Vovchanchin.
Boy, I'll tell you what, those both came up just a bit short. Vovchanchin now trying to take his opponent to the mat. Oh, a huge left hand!
Yeah, nice exchange there by both fighters.
Huge left hand by the Russian, and he just misses with another that just grazes the top of the Black Devil's head as the action continues to pick up here in Recife, Brazil, site of Vale Tudo Championship number 5.
Yeah, both big hitters. These guys really in there exchanging early on in the fight. Anybody's fight so far.
Two tough men.
Very similar styles. Both with leg kicks. You'll see a lot of those leg kicks in Vale Tudo. Not too many guys throw anything higher than the hips. You risk yourself. You expose yourself to takedowns. You really don't want to do that too much.
All right, the chess match continues here in the middle of the octagon.
Vovchanchin will paw. Now a nice exchange by both fighters.
That is a good right hand, short right hand, and then a huge looping right that just misses his mark to the face of the Black Devil from Vovchanchin, although he comes back now. Nice round kick to the bottom part of the leg of the Black Devil, and then he brings the knee up.
Yeah, he's a big knee fighter. He loves to use his knees, Vovchanchin, when he's in tight. You got to watch out for the knees and the elbows.
Tried that again, but he didn't have the leverage.
Yeah, the Devil just pushing him off. Big, strong kid. Neither one. Okay, now we'll see. They go into the clinch. And again, as we said, nobody knows too much about these guys, either one on the ground. So when they go to the clinch, you never know what to expect. You'll see Vovchanchyn now keeping his knee up on this opponent. He did not like taking that groin shot from his last opponent.
Does an alternate, not knowing he's going to get in, will he come out and watch the bouts to see if, maybe to scout a possible opponent, or does he wait back in the dressing room area?
Sometimes they may. I did not see him out there earlier. Again, most people know, anybody in No Holds Bar knows about Vovchanchyn. He is a dangerous man.
Well, they can exchange really close-in knees that don't do a whole lot, although, again, a combination, though, all the time. That continues to happen. Oh, just misses with the right hand. Vovchanchyn does. And the Brazilians say, come on, baby, let's get it on.
Yeah, you see, he's not showing a lot of fear here. He's not showing much respect for Vovchanchyn at all, and that's really what he needs to do, is get in there, mix it up. Both guys stalking each other. Vovchanchyn, again, breathing a little heavy. I don't know how much, if any, that weight is affecting him, but he'll use that paw. He kind of sets you up with the paw, and you got to watch out for the big right hand. That's his famous. That's what he's known for.
The Russian also had a very tough first bout that ended very oddly, as his Brazilian opponent just kind of quit at the end there. But I think because of the wear and tear this big Russian administers, he just wears people out.
Yeah, he does. These guys...
Oh, he just takes a left hand to the jaw and then throws his opponent down.
A beautiful right hand slipped in there, and down goes the Devil. But he's right back up on his feet.
Boy, the Devil, though, landed a huge left hand.
Yeah, he did.
Did you see the sweat fly?
Very nice exchange by both fighters. But did you see Vovchanchyn flinch? No.
No.
That's the scary part about this guy. He is hard as nails. I've never seen anybody really rock him, but I have seen people really hit him. So it'll be interesting to see if one of these guys could really lay one on him.
I'm still amazed at the thickness of his legs. He's a physical specimen.
Yeah, he really is. And again, the only weight that he's really put on is a little bit around the gut. Hopefully, that won't affect him.
Well, it doesn't seem to. I mean, he still looks like he has his quickness, and boy, he's not reluctant to throw the fist.
No, but his hands...
Nice headbutt. Boy, in close, he cracks the Black Devil the side of the head with the head, pushes him back, and here we go again. A nice little tie kick down low.
Almost a jumping round kick, but he decides to back off. Probably not a good technique in this type of fight.
That was a smart move on his behalf. Talking about the Black Devil, as he and his opponent, the Russian, Igor Vovchanchyn, do battle in the middle of the octagon.
Again, nice exchanges by both people. Vovchanchyn keeping his hands down really low. I think the weight may affect him a little bit, but again, his defense is so strong that I don't know if anybody can hurt him.
He continues to walk through just about every blow that is landed. I mean, you're right. He never flinches. Normally you see the face of a man when he feels pain, he will flinch, he will grimace. Not Igor Vovchanchyn.
No, in fact, Vovchanchyn had a fight with Big Paul Varlins and knocked him to the ground. I have never seen anybody be able to punch with that power and knock out the polar bear. He dropped the polar bear to his knees with left-right combinations. Again, he was a few pounds lighter at that point. But with this weight, he's saying it's actually made him stronger.
Well, the Black Devil has come up with 4 nice shots to the lower leg of Vovchanchyn, and he didn't flinch. You're exactly right. But I tell you, he's trying to wear him down. That's 5 unanswered blows with a round kick to the leg, and Vovchanchyn is just standing there, maybe getting his breath.
Yeah, he seems like a little bit more tired of the two. But again, I think his punches are doing more damage to the Black Devil.
That left leg is getting more and more crimson, too, turning red as he continues to absorb blows on that left thigh. And I'm talking about the Russian, Igor Vovchanchyn. Crowd is into this one.
Yeah, this is really a well-balanced fight. Both fighters really standing in there, throwing everything they got. They've got to be getting tired now. Fights continue. It's been one of the longer fights of the night. Both guys still standing in there. Back to the jab is Vovchanchyn.
Boy, Vovchanchyn, look at that, takes it in, grabs the leg, and
nice takedown.
He
Beautiful little judo throw there.
I was going to say, a little sweeping left foot there that knocked his opponent down, but he's right back up again.
And now the Devil tries to take him down. So neither one of them really afraid to take down the other opponent, but I don't know if he wants to really, depends, I guess, on the fashion that they go down. The Brazilian now down on the ground, taking a little breather here.
as is the Russian.
Putting his hands on his hips, trying to rethink things.
30 minutes is the time limit for these fights.
We're more than halfway into it now.
Brazilian taunting the Russian. Vovchanchyn. Igor throws a knee that time in close, but he takes a nice right to the temple. Throws a good right himself that just misses its mark.
Yeah, both fighters, you can really start to see the fatigue. Come on now. The knees aren't going on Vovchanchyn. There goes one.
I was waiting for that to happen.
Yeah,
I've seen that before.
He's known. He's got very powerful knees. The guy hits you with anything. And again, we see people just drop like flies. A big right hand that misses
That
again.
huge right hand. No, that one did catch. Caught him right on the cheek. A lot of sweat out there as they slip and slide on this mat, and they're kind of moving over to a drier area, led by the referee. Smart move.
Never had to see that before.
Me neither. That was very courteous. Can't hold that. You cannot hold. Don't slap his hands, Greg. Oh, that's not you. Never mind.
Yeah, they don't like those hands. You're not allowed to hold the fence. It's a good technique by some people. You can see him, the Brazilian, trying to keep Vovchanchyn close.
And then he threw a knee. Had a lot of leverage with holding that screen. That's not very fair.
Yeah, it could really help you, or it depends, or hurt you. Depends what side of the fence you're on.
There you go. All right. A couple of jabs and a nasty-looking right hand by the Brazilian. That was almost like a girl punch.
He's getting tired.
Yeah. There was a kick in the groin.
Is Igor, I would...
What a class act Igor is.
Yeah, but I don't think he's not stopping, is he? He just wants a break? What happened there?
No, the Russian got kicked in the groin. And he's giving his man a...
Okay, he's just saying don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. And Igor did bow to him in a show of respect and an apology. And he's saying, come on now, shake hands. And the referee makes everything copacetic. And here we go again. I'll tell you, this marathon continues.
Yeah, Igor's taking some big shots to the groin. Now a nice left-right combination by Igor Vovchanchyn.
On a huge right hand.
Now he's unloading.
Yeah.
Now he's letting it go.
And the Brazilian said, come on, baby, as he slips. The footing's really tough on that side of the ring. Very sweaty over there as both men continue to slip. And a great left hand landed by the Black Devil, but back comes Igor
with an
Vovchanchyn.
Really a lot of action. I don't know if people can really understand how exhausted these guys are.
Oh, and the Russian just threw him down like a doll and an elbow to the face. He's on a side mount now, and he's in a great shot, a great position, although it may be foreign to him, Greg Friedman. He's not he does ground skills, I should say.
Oh, beautiful right hand.
But look at the right hand and the knee.
Yeah, the big patented knee and the big right hand. This is what he likes to do. Gets into the full mount position. Smart move. This guy does not have to hit someone too many times down on the ground for them to feel a lot of pain. Big right hands there slipping in.
And he just mugging his man. He continues to kind of toss him around down there to try and get leverage to land a shot as he throws a right to the ribs and comes back up to the head as he strikes right over the ear.
Yeah, the Brazilian.
Oh, this one's right over the eye now as he gets his head turned.
Yeah, he's got to be really tired now. Both fighters, especially the Brazilian, because he's trying to fight from his back. Vovchanchyn can kind of rest in this position. He's got all his weight on the Brazilian.
Oh, little
big
short
right
rights, yep.
Yeah, those are getting in, and those are hurting. Again, this guy hits so hard, and that's it. Wow.
He taps out, and I'll tell you what, the fans love it. They appreciate the effort, but the Black Devil, as soon as he went down on his back, Vovchanchyn was on a side mount, landed a knee, a couple of thunderous right hands, then he got on top on a full mount, and he worked him over, and then he taps out.
One of the great fights of tonight, really one of the great fights ever. Both guys really well balanced on their feet, really kicking and punching. Two experienced, very experienced stand-up fighters going toe-to-toe the entire fight. When it went to the ground, the Brazilian ran out of juice. And again, what we see in most of these fights is it comes down to the heart. Who has the heart of a champion? Who is willing to endure when they have a broken hand, when they have a black eye, when they have broken toes? Who can continue to endure? And Vovchanchyn has had the heart of a champion, and that's why he's going to the finals against Nick Nutter.